Good morning. We're at a rest stop somewhere in Virginia, and I just I just ate some egg salad doing carnivore, and seeing how this works on the road, and so far so good. I just ate some egg salad, and I probably feel like I'm going to be hungry again pretty soon, so I'm going to put some sausages in my my little heater and plug it into the car. So I also wanted to finish cleaning up some chicken salad from yesterday and the egg salad from this morning. So I pray that everyone's off to a good start for the day. We're on the back of the beehive here. Good morning, D. McLean. I'm in Virginia. And so this is my little setup here. Good morning, Jerry. This thing has worked out great. I'll tell you what, I love this. It has worked out amazing. Good morning, U-Haul. So let's finish getting these cleaned up, and then I'm gonna put some. I've got some all natural bratwurst that I'm gonna put in the heater there. So in here I've got some vinegar and water. And I just pulled that out of my drawer here. And I've got some paper towels, and then I've got a towel for once it's clean. So I'm not using all paper towels. And I'm just spraying the vinegar water in here. First I wiped out what was in there pretty well. Then you just spray the vinegar water in. Don't forget your lids, they've got to be clean too. And I'll get the spoon first. I like to reuse these spoons. I do have some metal ones too that I normally use. I don't know why I started off with this. Scrubbing it out with a paper towel. And I do carry rubbing alcohol too, so that I can do a sanitation if I'm out on the road for a long time. So that'll work. Hey MC, good to see you. Good morning. Good morning. Y'all, I slept like a baby last night, an absolute baby. I tucked in and the air was nice and cool. I had my fans going. Then these are going to get a rinse with some water. I slept so well in my little beehive. So for those of you that don't know, I started carnivore. I started easing myself into it about a week and a half ago, maybe a little longer, a couple weeks ago. And I'm not 100% carnivore at this point. I'm still eating some salad, but I feel amazing. Eventually I want to get to 100% carnivore and see how that feels. I'm trying to reverse some medical stuff. And get this weight off of me from quitting smoking almost 3.5 years ago. Now I've got water in a spray bottle, and I'm just gonna spray these out and wipe them down with the towel. I thought, how am I going to do this when I'm on the road? And so far it's been awesome. I did a lot of food prep before I hit the road, and I heated up in this, you just plug it in, the truckers use these, and I heated up, I should have put my microphone on because I got trucks nearby. I heated it up in the car in this little this little lunchbox heater, and it just worked great. This feels really good to do dishes right now because I'm moving my body after a lot of driving yesterday or last evening. I can out camp the best of it. Well, if you have the right equipment, my dad always said if you have the right equipment, you can do it. And be comfortable and really enjoy it. And he is right. He helped me build this this table pantry that we're using here. We call it the kitchenette. Clean that better in a second. So I'm moving over here to the towel to just give it one last good dry, and then I can store these for the next round of food prep. I do have things to actually cook food in here for a camping situation, and I cannot wait to try that out with the carnivore. We're gonna hopefully do some of that this trip. That'd be so much fun. Alright, the spoon goes back up front with us, and don't forget to clean your work surface. This gets dusty back here. Alright, that's done. So I'm making sure that I close my bottles back up again. And then they get put back in the drawer. This is a piece of material that I just used to help keep the bugs out of the back. And I just tuck it up underneath the weather stripping, so it just wants to come out sometimes until I figure out a better way to do that. I don't want any gaps because I don't want the mosquitoes, once it's mosquito season, to come in. Got my hiking boots right there. There's my tripod, my hiking staff, some more window coverings. This has just worked out beautifully. I got my American flag all ready to go. Alright, so now let's move on to getting this ready so we can plug it in and hit the road again. Hey Barbara, good morning. So I'm not promoting this brand or this item, but it's been really terrific. They're not paying me to advertise it, but so far I've really enjoyed it. So I washed it out just a little bit ago at the place where I had stopped for the evening. So let's go around here to the cooler. I think we're done with this. I think we can put this away. This is a pop-up stool, and I found that it fits pretty well in here. Here's my bumblebee, my bumble mug. I'm using the GloryBee one right now. Oh, look at that. Perfect. Now I hope I can get the towels in there, and that'll be a nice setup. Oh my gosh. That worked out beautifully. That's the tire inflator. And I made sure that that's charged up as well as the mini jump. But we're getting some new tires when we hit Atlanta. Something's dragging on that right eye. I have to fix that. There we go. Make sure that towel gets dry. There we go. All right, let's go get in the cooler. So because we're going into the disaster areas today, I went ahead and put my picnic blanket cover over my bed setup so that all the dust, because the air is really nice. I don't want to always have the air conditioning on, but I don't want the dust and everything to settle onto my bed. That dust in the disaster areas is not too great. And where I want to go today, hopefully it's going to work out, and it could be very dusty. Hi, Nina. Your husband's been on the carnivore diet for 8 months. He's lost 36 pounds. Fast, sleeps like a baby, and says he's never felt so good. Is that awesome? Oh my gosh, God bless your husband. Tell him I said, way to go. That's so great. Oh my gosh. Well, it seems like a fad, but there's a lot to it. So here's my cooler. This is a good bear cooler. You got to have a good bear cooler that keeps the smells inside of the cooler and not in your car. That's why they're called a bear cooler. So I've got my half and half in here. I do have a little yogurt. I have been eating a little bit of yogurt. I did not eat any yesterday, and I feel really good today. And I've noticed a difference. I feel like I'm getting rid of more of the extra water retention today since I didn't eat that yogurt. So there really is something to getting that sugar out of your system. So I've got chicken salad for later. I've got more egg salad for in the morning. This was the beef that I had last night. I think I can throw that away. Let's throw that out. And what I'm going to put in here now, if I can find them, are the sausages. There we go. And then I did some thick cut bacon, but I gotta tell you, I'm not a huge fan. I like just crispy bacon, and it's hard to find bacon without the sugar on it. So let me know a good brand, Nina, if y'all found one. And we're gonna have the rest of the beef tonight. This is always so organized when I leave, and then it just takes no time. I've got a little bit of salad left there, but I feel like I'm easing my system into this a little bit, which is good. Lock it down. Let's put these back here. These are going to go into the lunch pail. But first, I have bricks of ice, thick bricks of ice on the bottom, on top of those freezer packs. And then I insulate the whole cooler with the towels, and you can feel the coolness on the towels whenever I move them. I have a thick beach towel, and then I have my beach blanket folded up, which is one of those beautiful woven cotton blankets that one of my aunts got me years and years ago, and I love it still to this day. Okay, I put that on there, and then these are my clothes. And I hook it up here so it's not going anywhere, and that helps keep that insulated. Cover it back up with my picnic blanket. This is just a Coleman picnic blanket that has the ground side up, so that number one, it keeps things pretty stealth like and protected, but also it'll help keep the dust off of my bedding. So let's get these sausages on here. We can throw out that bag. I hate to be so wasteful, but I was in a pinch. I couldn't fit all of my glass Tupperware in there. Hey, Piedmont Penguin, I'm telling you, I like sugar too, but I don't like what it does to me. And I've been addicted. I am addicted, so. All right, so I'm just putting these in here, and I had just broken them in half. And I was amazed last night. Nothing burnt. Everything was just cooked to perfection. I wasn't sure if these were pre-cooked or not because they're natural. So I went ahead and put them on the stove and cooked them thoroughly, and then put them in the refrigerator when I was prepping. That was a lot of meat and eggs going in that house. Okay, and then this just gets plugged in. I set it on top of here. I'll show y'all when we get in the car. And let's throw this out. Keeping the spoon. Oh my gosh, remind me to move that spoon. It'll probably melt. That box does get warm on the outside of it. Piedmont Penguin eats whatever she wants. God bless you. I've been doing that since I quit smoking. Now I gotta stop because it's destroyed me. I've gained, I don't know, I think close to 80 pounds. Definitely 60. Okay, so this is gonna go inside of the car. And then we'll come back and we'll close up the kitchenette. I have a lot of stuff, y'all, because I brought the jewelry making with me. That was crazy trying to pack that up. Like, what do I need to bring? But we did all right. All right, where's that plug? There it is. And I vacuumed the car out and washed it. So I'm just going to sit that there like that. This time I'm going to remember to take the fork out so that it's not 100 degrees. I'm going to stick that there with the spoon. All right. And I already plugged this part in, so this just fit, which was amazing. Let's get y'all up here. Not a great view yet. Let's see. And this has a regular plug, and then it has the car lighter. I forget what those are called, but I got to make sure it's in there well. And then I just put it on that like a hot pad. You know what? I should get that hot pad and put it under there. Sorry, y'all. Okay, so it's plugged up to there. Then when I unplug that, I have my batteries ready to be plugged in because they power the phone to run it up at night, and then also the fan. One of the fans is powered up by one of those batteries. All right, so that's plugged in. Let's put the kitchen up. And my chair's back here too. Got a little lock to keep that from coming down and flapping everywhere. Yeah, the minivan's been a blessing. I'll tell you what, it has been a blessing. So much room. And it doesn't take as much gas as a great big van, so it's been a great vehicle choice. Well, there's my tag. Everybody knows where I live anyway. I would imagine. All right. Let's see. So now we power this up. Make sure the light's on. Nope, gotta wiggle this around. Let's see if that did it. Yep. Now the light's on. And for some lunch in a little while, even though I did just eat some egg salad, I felt like it kind of wasn't enough, and that I feel comfortable now, but I figure I'm probably gonna be hungry sooner than later, so I'm gonna go ahead and heat up those sausages. So let's get y'all off the gimbal. Hang on, we're gonna spin and get you on the dashboard, and let's hit the road again. So I'll let those heat up for about a half an hour, and then maybe a little longer, and then I'll turn it off. And they didn't have, I wanted to go for a little walk. They didn't really have a good path here. All right, let's put the gimbal here so it's ready to go. I'm going to try to give y'all a little bit more of my step-by-step kind of what I'm doing. I just posted a short about my egg salad breakfast, getting the day going on. Oh, the light's off again. Let's see. We're gonna have to check that, make sure it's on. It stays on. Okay. 81, Piedmont Penguin. Yep, on 81. Actually, that's a rubber matting that it's sitting on. I think that's fine. I think we're good. Still have a little bit of my coffee. Now, some people on Carnival don't do coffee. Nina, does your husband do coffee? Oh, get on that. Oh, I had the car on. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Watch those shorts, y'all. Last night, I put up a short and put the hashtag carnivore on there for the first time ever. And got almost 3,000 hits on it. Very, very quickly. So this is very popular. But I think we're all just catching on to the fact that the government food triangle has not been exactly the way we needed it. You drive 81 frequently? Nice. Oh, you had some bad storms on 81? Oh, no. All right, here we go. On the road again. That was a good little stop. Yeah, I think I've been sleeping better too, Nina. I do. Alright, we might have to put the air on. That's a little loud. Well, you need to either put the microphones on or the air. Let's just do the air, I guess. It's just so loud. Even more. Helmets. It's a great day for driving, y'all. With a little overcast like this, it just keeps it nice and cool. I'm sorry about the windshield. I meant to do something about that and I forgot. Oh, it wouldn't have taken much to make it like this again. Oh my goodness, y'all. I am so excited. You guys, that was the perfect stop. It's starting to rain. Oh, God is so good. Wow. Just a little quick sprinkle there, I guess. Oh, Piedmont Penguin. I love it. You're following on the map. Get it, get it. Yep, here we go. Here's Marion. Don't dox me too bad. Oh my gosh, it's just a perfect traveling day. We're all filled. We need to put you on I'm going to write you a prescription for statins. And I was like 194 or 196. And I said, no, you're not. I said, I'm still in I might do, but I was like, no, we're going to do this holistically, or for me, or not at all at this point in time. I'm also, Parte Bonza, good morning. I'm also pre-diabetic. Yep, the light's still on. I'm also pre-diabetic range, and so I want to reverse that. They say that like type 2 diabetes can run in a family, and now this is what they tell me that my whole life, right? And now we're finding out that it's something that we don't have to have. We don't have to have type 2 diabetes. So, you know, I just got to the point where I knew that this is how it worked for me before. Just one day, you're just like, that's it. But I've been working on getting rid of the carbs because I couldn't afford to just throw everything out and start over. So I've been, you know, gradually flipping. into this mode. And I'm not buying, I stopped buying pastas. I stopped buying, I started doing that like a month ago. Breads, over a month ago, I stopped buying breads. Oh, go lift weights. Good for you, Piedmont Penguin. You're doing amazing. I'm so proud of you. You've really, really helped set the bar. Have a great workout. Yeah, it's gonna be patchy, you guys, sometimes, just because I'm here in the mountains and it's beautiful. It's so beautiful. And so I knew I was going to go that route. I didn't know that I was going to maybe try to go all carnivore. But for right now, I'm still implementing, because during this trip, I don't want to get. So if it's still going to buffer, I'm going to, if it's, but we'll stay on just for now. That's cool. And then I've been walking, kind of dove in on Easter Sunday. I was like, all right, you've been working your way towards this. Let's go. So Easter Sunday, I've been getting my walks in big time, and hikes, and maybe an hour and a half or so. And it's just raining a little bit. And it's a beautiful day. And we're heading to the disaster areas. We're going to hit a couple of spots on this side, new places in the Hurricane Helene disaster areas and the fires area.